Welcome on back to another episode of Rank It, Draft It, Bracket. I am Josh. I'm here with my good buddy Derek, and today we are going to do a rankings episode. This episode stemmed from a picture that we saw, a posting that we saw on social media. It was of a gift card aisle. I don't know what you would call it, Derek. One of those displays. Yeah, exactly. I'll put the picture on the screen right now. And the question was, if you had $500 to put on one of these gift cards, which gift card would you choose? And so I immediately was like, we have to do a rankings or something about this topic. So we're going to rank our top 5 choices of gift cards as seen on that picture. There's a bunch of different options there, a bunch of different industries that you could go with. I know, Derek, your first choice was like, just give me the cash, right? Yeah, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, just give me cash. I'll spend that everywhere.
The Visa gift card, something like that.
Definitely. But, I definitely tried to think like practically in some ways. And then also like, it's a $500 gift card. I'll splurge on whatever I want to splurge on, right? So I'm going to start us off here. We're going to go 5-1. We'll go 5-5, 4-4 in that way and see what our top choices are. So with this 5th choice, I wanted to get at least one food item or restaurant on here.
Interesting.
And so I wrote down a couple different places. 2 of the places that did not make my list, one of them was Taco Bell. And I thought $500 worth of Taco Bell is probably going to do a lot of damage. Not in one sitting, I would eat it, but even just over time, I don't know that I want to put $500 worth of Taco Bell into my body over however many months or a year for that matter. So I didn't go with Taco Bell. ChickfilA was an option, but they're not open every day of the week. What if you're always craving Chick-fil-A on Sundays? They're never open on Sundays.
Absolutely.
So Chick-fil-A out. I went with Buffalo Wild Wings as my number 5 choice. It got a bunch of different foods, always good for boneless wing Thursdays. I'm not a big traditional wing person myself. I know that might be blasphemy to anyone watching, but if you are, I think it's 25-cent wing Tuesday, whatever it is, right? They got burgers, they got pretty good sides and appetizers. So went with Buffalo Wild Wings. I could easily go watch some football game there, basketball game, whatever it might be.
Have some cold beer.
I could easily go through.
Have a good time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. So Buffalo Wild Wings is my number 5. What are you going to go with for number 5, Derek?
I think that was a good choice for you. I feel like Buffalo Wild Wings, that one right there on University and Rural. Spent a lot of time there in college. Spent a lot of time filling out the stupid surveys to get free 6 wings, So having a $500 gift card back then would have been a lot more
that would have been clutch in
Game
college.
over. Yeah. I think for number 5, I'm going to go with Barnes and Noble.
Great choice.
I like to read.
Great choice.
I do most of my reading these days on my Kindle, but if I had $500 to go spend on books as I wanted to see fit and get physical copies, I think that would go a long way. So
love the choice. I absolutely love the choice. I had Barnes and Noble as one of my options when I wrote them all down. I didn't decide to go with Barnes and Noble because I already have such a backlog of books that I need to read anyways before. So I was like, I can't
don't need $500
spend $500 worth of, but I love the choice. I absolutely do. My heart wanted Barnes and Noble so bad on my list. So Derek, why don't you go stick with you and we'll go with 4 as well for you.
All right, for 4. So I was also thinking one food item, and I didn't have the same hangups as you and went with Chick-fil-A.
It's a good choice. It's a good choice.
Yeah, I just think, while the inconvenience of no Sundays is out there, having that for the rest of the week, I think I would want to go with. My favorite thing is the spicy chicken biscuit for breakfast from them.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my go-to if I can get there, before 10:30 or whenever they stop serving breakfast.
Yeah, good choice. I'm a spicy deluxe guy. I love the spicy deluxe sandwich. So I just it was tough. It was close, right? Chick-fil-A and Buffalo for me. I don't hate your first 2 options at all. If we were doing a draft, I would be jealous that you took those 2. Those are good choices. So I'll go with my number 4, which was I went with a apparel item or apparel store, clothing store. And actually went with the shoes though. I went with Nike for my number 4 choice because I love sneakers. I love the Jordan 1s are my favorite shoes. Pretty expensive though. So to get, a pair, maybe if I got them at retail value, I could roughly get 3 pairs of Jordan 1s, maybe 4 pairs of Jordan 1s on there, which doesn't seem like a lot. But at the same time, that's 4 great pairs of shoes that I really love. Now, getting them and winning that kind of lottery essentially is the most difficult part. But
Right.
let's assume that I'm getting, access to be able to buy these shoes with the Nike gift card. I want the $500 Nike gift card.
Okay. Still TBD if those show up on my on my list here, but I will say, like, my thought process on this, because I have old man style, is that could basically get me 10 pairs of my Air Monarchs, which is like 20 years of shoes for me.
So at least, yeah. No, those are a long way for you.
So that's a strong candidate there. Well, I like that choice.
Yeah, I thought about like Foot Locker as well as Foot Locker Nike, but I'm really into the Nikes specifically right now. And some stuff that you can't get at Foot Locker or you can get at Nike, you can't get at Foot Locker. So I decided to go with the Nike. So I'll go with number 3 here as well. And so I wasn't sure where to put this gift card on my list, but I knew I had to have it, and that was Disney.
Okay.
$500 doesn't exactly go a super, super long way at Disney, especially if it's either at the park or for my purpose, I would get tickets to Disneyland. Now that I think maybe covers 2 tickets, like a 2-day park hopper ticket, maybe. I know it doesn't cover 3 because I paid more than that very recently to a 2-day, but still, $500 goes a long way towards the tickets, and it's helpful. And I love Disney. I love Disneyland. So, or Disney World for that matter too. So that's why I went with number 3.
Okay, I like it. That one, I don't even know if I saw that one, but I'm not sure that would have made my list. But no criticism there for I think that's a strong move.
So what'd you go with for number 3?
For number 3, all right. So we're ranking these, so I can't just pick one from my list here. I think so. Ask me this question, I don't know, 15 years ago, this would be number 1.
Okay.
Maybe 20 years ago even. And that's Best Buy. Like, I remember getting gift cards for that, every birthday growing up, and like could not wait to go get a CD or, save it up for video games or whatever, the case would be. And so I think that's what I'd go with now. I don't know necessarily what I'd buy it for, what I'd use it for, but some sort of tech, a sound bar, maybe, screens, or,
definitely.
Anything. It could go a long way towards something real nice over there.
Now that we are, responsible adults, Derek, too, they have washing machines there, I believe, as well. Appliances you can get, refrigerators, I think, at Best Buy. So, you could get a lot of stuff there with your $500. Again, have it go towards something at least. That's a great choice. That's a great choice.
A bunch of CDs. So
yeah, we're just however many. I think DVDs are still in, right? You go with the DVDs too. The CDs,
those still exist.
DVDs.
Yeah, sure.
Why not? Yeah, exactly. So good choice. Good choice. What'd you go for with number 2? Let's keep it with you.
All right. So I think my number 2 here is Cabela's.
Okay.
I think I saw Bass Pro on there. They're basically the same store nowadays. Now that one owns the other. And we have a Cabela's here in Columbus and not a Bass Pro. So that's really what made the differentiation for those two. Like to camp, like to do, things like that. I feel like, could just purchase, quite a bit of different things there. We just went the other day just to, I don't know, just see if there was anything to get. And, if I had $500 on a gift card, I definitely would have walked away with at least $500 worth of stuff out of there. So
for sure. No, everything I know about you, that's a great choice for you. I'm not overly surprised that that's high on your list too. So I'm sure you could make a nice dent in Cabela's with the 500. So
absolutely.
My number 2 that I went with was, again, kind of some practicality here. I wasn't sure if I should even make this number one or even put it on my list, but I settled on number two, and that was a Shell Shell gift card.
Oh, okay.
Gas is really expensive nowadays, man. So it's just going up by the day, it seems like. So I went with $500 to Shell as a gift card. If I feel like grabbing a snack, cherry Coke, some chips, whatever, I'll throw it on the card there. My Shell Black card, shall we say?
There you go.
So again, I do some driving here and there. So I went with the Shell for the $500 gift card.
Okay.
It's not sexy, but
no, but it's very useful,
it
very practical. Like it's a strong choice.
Absolutely. So I'm going to keep it here for my number one. I'm thinking that we might have the same number one here, so we'll see.
Assuming so.
To me, it was an absolute no doubter what I had to go with for number one, and so that was an Amazon $500 gift card. The Amazon, it's just there's food, there's restaurants, there's Nike, particular stores. You can be practical with Shell, splurge with Disney, but you can't beat the literal world at your fingertips with Amazon. Anything you want, you can find it on there. So I went with that number one. Derek, I'm assuming then, you went with Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, that was an easy choice. May not love that, I want to get everything from there and, the full dependence on Amazon, but oh yeah, man, it's just so convenient, so nice. And yeah, I think it was an easy choice. You could probably spend that very easily just with stuff in your card or in your list already that you already have that things you're going to get. So it was an easy choice there.
I would probably buy a lot of pointless things with $500 things I definitely don't need, but I saw an ad for, or why not, so, but yeah, absolutely easy choice. So, we really only had one similar or the same, which is kind of surprising to me. I thought we might have a little bit of crossover there, but we just only had the Amazon as number one, and that's really all that matters is number one, right? So,
right.
All right. So, Derek, you already covered a lot of the ones that were maybes on my list with Best Buy, Barnes and Noble, definitely. You mentioned the Taco Bell. You took the ChickfilA. The only other one that I had on my list as a maybe was Target. Kind of a practical choice there, not super fun either. Yeah. But what else did you have as an honorable mention, or just Mr. Cut?
So the only one actually that I had written down, besides Nike, was PlayStation with a question mark. I don't play a ton of anything these days, but just had the thought that would could be useful.
Yeah.
Pay for the internet service through it, whatever.
Definitely.
I did look at Target. I did look at Taco Bell when I, was making my list, and, kind of had some, longing glances, we'll say, at those.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up right here. See if there was anything else. Not really not a big Starbucks fan or anything like that. Some of the big ones that pop out.
Right.
There was a thought about Home Depot. But since I don't own my home, it didn't feel like the right time to put that on the list.
Yeah, not yet. Exactly. We'll get there someday, definitely. So, no, that's nice. A few choices there that we had. Simple. I think we all ended up with the right one on top there, and our lists were very representative, I think, of ourselves too, there, Derek, especially with the Cabela and Disney choices, and all that. So, well, thanks for everyone that's been watching, and let us know what maybe your favorite choice would have been, or your top gift card choice if it wasn't Amazon, or if there's something on there that we missed. If you haven't liked or subscribed to the video or subscribed to the channel yet, please do. And Derek, as always, thanks for joining me, and we'll catch you on the next video.